Apparently, there's another SSSniperWolf situation as well.
Right now, SSniperWolf is a lot like the aliens on the Buzz Lightyear ride at Disney World, just getting blasted. Every single corner of the internet is coming together to talk about the SSniperWolf situation and the doxing against a fellow YouTuber.
It's ongoing.
Jack's films. From the surface to the shadowy underbelly of the internet, everyone is discussing it. YouTubers, Redditors, if Yahoo
Yeah, even after the doxing,
answers still existed, there'd be 50 threads
this SSSniperWolf just got more popularized, I
about
guess.
this by now. I mean, it is everywhere. It's remarkable how big it's become. I'll give you the brief nutshell on it in case you don't know what I'm referring to, but I know you do. If you're watching this video right now on the internet, you are at least loosely familiar with who she is and what she just did, because she just broke one of the 10 commandments of being online. She took an internet dispute into the god-forsaken wasteland we call the corporeal dimension, the real world. Wake the f*** up, samurai. Usually internet beef is just served up medium rare online, but she served this beef medium dare you to commit a crime. Man, that shit was lame. But
yeah, that was kind of lame.
Kind of like Dr. Seuss rhyming that one, actually. Kind of fire.
And bad ending right there.
But what I'm saying is, what started is just Jack's films making fun of SSniperWolf for her content and pointing out that what she's doing is bad, escalated into her being so upset about it.
Though it's kind of obsessive.
That she found his address, went to his address, posted it.
Made like a lot of videos, 30, 40 videos in over a period of 3 months or something.
On her Instagram, not the address per se, but just posted his house on her Instagram, bragging about it, saying, you know, it's time we talk it out like adults. Which, of course, is the furthest thing from talking it out, unless, of course, you're an unhinged lunatic. This is just senseless yapping to try and justify what she did here. You can't do that. It's borderline criminal. So she posted it, 5 million of her Instagram followers to see, which, of course, made Jack's films and his wife feel very unsafe in their home. And since then, she hasn't
she's like threatening them.
said anything about it. I think it's only a matter of time before she makes an apology video. It's really just an if instead of, nope. The expression is, it's a matter of when instead of if. I think it's inevitable. The only thing that remains to be seen is where it's going to rank on the YouTuber apology tier list. So that's the only question I have left about that. But this is only the beginning of a really bad week for SSniperWolf. She's having a worse week than King Kong fans right now.
Didn't she already apologize or something?
Of the worst game of the year, Rise of Kong. She also had a lot of people,
or maybe just edited version or pack version, I guess,
digging through her catalog of content, and they found something very not good, very weird, let's say. I can't show you anything here because I think there is a chance that it's completely against YouTube's terms. It's her encouraging some seemingly underage individuals to do some degenerate acts on video, and the way she encouraged them was almost like a wager you'd see out of a bad Brazzers film. She wagered her saying that if these underage looking individuals did what she asked them to do, she'd show This was a video back
what? Okay.
in like 2014. They do it, and then they're like,
it's like 9 years ago, right?
The kid's mom's walks in. It's like very odd.
Like digging up all videos, I guess.
Awful. And this is just another, alarming thing that SSniperWolf has in the backlog of her lore. As I was rendering this video, people found another seemingly illegal, potentially, piece of content that SSniperWolf has on her channel. In this video, she's talking to strangers on Omegle, and then she meets this girl who says that she's 16, and then agrees to show each other their, and the 16-year-old flashes
this is not on YouTube again?
the camera, which SSniperWolf does censor, but that doesn't make it okay. I'm pretty sure that's
okay, that's getting too far
still
now.
illegal. You can't just have an underage person being sexual on video and then just say, hey, wait a minute, Buster, it's fine because it's censored. It's like, what the and the video is still up right now. And in the whole clip, it's not like there was some, like, just kidding, not actually 16, actually in my 20s. There was nothing like that. After that happens, SniperWolf just said that, you know, she's fake like her or whatever, and then disconnects. So it really seems like she just had a minor flash the camera on a YouTube video. It's fucking crazy. Now I'm going to go
I don't know why the video is still up.
ahead and mention something I've seen a few comments talking about to explain what actually happened in this clip here. And I don't know if this is like the SniperWolf Defense Squadron operating under DEFCON protocol, so they're in full force trying to figure out any way of explaining this really awful. But I'm going to go ahead and share this anyway, just to be complete with the subject. There's some people saying that that wasn't actually a 16-year-old, it was a bot that was just spamming the chat, and SniperWolf was like reacting to it, knowing it was a bot, knowing it wasn't an actual 16-year-old, and that the
Yeah, it seems like a popular story, but
person, the girl in the video clip, was just a like cam model or something that's supposed to drive people to some kind of cam site. I don't know enough about Omegle to know if that's something that happens, but regardless, this is still an extremely concerning clip. But rest assured,
didn't they respond? I mean, I don't know.
SniperWolf fans, there's still one
If they are bot, I don't think they respond.
person, rather one entity, still very much on the side of SniperWolf, and that's YouTube. This is the update I want to give today. It wasn't so much just going over like where everything's at here. It's YouTube's response to all this, because it is so big, and doxing is, it's borderline criminal, of course. What would YouTube's response be? They have cracked down on that kind of activity very hard in the past. So, obviously,
I mean, she posted on Instagram, so she's a bit bad on Instagram,
most people were expecting
not YouTube.
some kind of action to be taken. It's just wondering what. So far, they've only made like vague references to it or vaguely talked around it. There hasn't been any kind of statement from
Yeah, she's not doing on YouTube, so
about what they plan to do about this situation, aside from a couple of tidbits that they've talked about that seem to indicate that they're not going to do anything. But I don't think anything's 100% confirmed as like this is the path they're taking. But they have publicly made this tweet in the midst of all this. Would it be too meta to do a reaction video to a reaction video? Which is such a lame ChatGPT generated tweet. That is like the most how do you do fellow kid ever, and comes at the worst possible time because SniperWolf is a reactor to TikTok content and all that. So clearly this is very poorly timed, unless of course this is their way of like trying to show support for SniperWolf, which it very well could be. They have made a lot of tweets about her, all very positive. In fact, this
yeah, then Jax can do that
whole
too.
situation between Jax Films and SniperWolf really started catching fire when YouTube themselves made a tweet saying, "Where does SniperWolf get her ideas?" And then they also made another one talking about how like SniperWolf is our turbo super creator of the year. Unbelievable. So just like these very, very positive, pumping their fist SniperWolf fan tweets. This one, of course, got community noted. For additional context, it needs to be known that this tweet was written in the wake of a controversy regarding a reaction YouTuber SniperWolf who recently leaked the personal information of a fellow creator on the platform, Jax Films, and then it cites one of the many sources. I almost can't help but be impressed and like appreciate how bold this tweet from YouTube is here, though. To just drop this shit. Would it be too meta to react to a reaction video? Oh, like, they know this is going on. Like, they have loosely acknowledged the situation in a couple of tweets. Like, they know this
I guess they want more likes.
is happening. Because everyone on the internet knows that this is happening right now. This is the hottest shit there is. This shit is leaving the toilet bowl steaming, it's so hot. They can't be oblivious to it. But whatever ghoul is running this account must be really kept isolated in some kind of sensory deprivation tank, cut off from the rest of the world, and forced to just occasionally drop a bad tweet, because there is just some crazy disconnect here to think that this tweet was a good idea. Because I really don't believe that what they're trying to do with this is, slyly, hey, SniperWolf's pretty fucking awesome, right? Like, in the middle of this, I don't think they'd be that dumb. I don't think they'd be that stupid. I really think this is just like a poorly timed bad tweet from them. Of course, I have no evidence to corroborate that theory. It's just me here thumbing my ass, just speculating. It's at the end of the day, it's just a game theory. I just really don't believe that they would be so bold to just, in the middle of this, give like a big nod to SniperWolf. The entire internet is waiting on bated breath to see what they're going to do. Jax Films is calling for like demonetization or like even deplatforming because of the severity of the rule breaking. Now a lot of other people are rallying behind those things as well. The bare minimum
Yeah, I don't think I agree with that.
people are looking to see is some kind of punishment issued to SniperWolf here in order to prove to the community that YouTube isn't playing favorites when it comes to their
why Instagram not doing anything?
most extreme rules. And I don't think that's an unreasonable request to just want to know, what are you going to do about it, YouTube? Because this is a big deal, and this is something that other creators in the past have gotten big trouble for. So why would SSSniperWolf get a pass on that? And if she does, can you explain why, right? Like, there'd have to be a reason for it. I think the obvious reason would be she brings in so much money to the platform, and YouTube loves her so much that they wouldn't ever take action against her.
It's no assault.
She went on camera and slit the throat of 5 puppies, but just communicate what you're going
YouTube has like billions of views in only an hour. I
to
mean,
do here. Like, I don't think this is
I don't think YouTube only cares about SSniperWolf.
a situation that would
It's like 0.003% or something.
take a super long time for them to decide what they're going to do. So I'm kind of under the assumption that they're not going to do anything about it. They might make another more direct acknowledgement of it, but they'll probably just be a more slap on the wrist. But again, I'm just spitballing here based on YouTube's past, because there is favoritism on the platform.
Just
as there is
yapping.
on every other platform. YouTube's no exception there. And I think it's pretty clear that she's going to get some kind of special treatment when it comes to this rule breaking, which really sucks. And like, the damage is very much done to Jack's Films and his wife. As he mentioned,
Just like him and the ETP guy, videos still
they don't really feel
and other videos are blocked and all.
safe in their
So
home anymore, which is totally understandable. She dumped a picture of their house for all of her 5 million followers to see. And on Instagram, I think the followers there are going to be a degree higher in terms of their support of SSSniperWolf than like her YouTube audience. I could think those are going to be where the super fans are, and they probably fucking hate Jack's Films, and now they have this. It makes sense why he'd feel unsafe. I mean, it's a pretty evil thing to do. And I wouldn't be surprised if she got even more diabolical with it and turned his house into like a Pokemon Go stop or something. Like, really just trying to put their location out there as best she could. And
Okay.
she did make another post that Jack's Films also made a tweet about, where she was poking fun at the situation lightly, saying like, we pull up to your house, what would you do? Which is so unbelievably tone deaf that she doesn't understand the severity of what she did. The whole situation. I just wanted to give a little update here because it's already been like 5 days. So
Yeah,
that's
guess
where
we'll be
everything's
done
at.
then.
I guess we'll
Yeah,
continue to wait and see
video, I
what
guess.
YouTube will or will not
Don't
do.
agree with it
And yeah,
very
that's about it.
much.
See ya.